You remember your first day of school, you remember a birthday, a scraped knee, a song from the radio, but you don't remember being born. You don't remember your first steps, your first word, the face that fed you every single day for a year. That's strange, isn't it? The most important year of your life, and your brain kept none of it. For decades, scientists called this infantile amnesia, and for a long time, nobody could agree on why it happens. Was the memory never made? Or was it made and then lost? Here's the twist: it wasn't never made. Studies on young children show they can recall events from before age 2, at least for a while. Psychologist Carol Peterson has tracked children over years and found something remarkable. 2 and 3-year-olds can describe memories from infancy in real detail. But ask those same children again a few years later, and the memories are gone. Not faded, gone. So the memories exist, then they vanish. Something is actively erasing them. One leading explanation points to the hippocampus, the brain's memory filing system. In infancy, it's still under construction. New neurons are being added at a staggering rate, faster than at almost any other point in your life. Neuroscientist Paul Franklin ran experiments showing that this flood of new neurons may physically overwrite older connections, wiping early memories even as new experiences pile on top. Your baby brain wasn't failing to save your first year, it was too busy building itself to keep the files. Think about that. The very process that makes you capable of remembering the second half of your life might be the same process that erased the first. There's another piece to this. Memory needs a scaffold, and that scaffold is language. You can't form a lasting story-style memory of an event until you have words to organize it, a sense of self to attach it to, a timeline to place it on. Before that, experiences exist, but they don't get stored as narratives you can later retrieve on command. They get stored as something else entirely. And that's the part that should genuinely surprise you. Just because you can't consciously recall your infancy doesn't mean it's gone. Researchers studying implicit memory have found that experiences from infancy can still shape behavior, preference, and even fear responses years later, without ever surfacing as a story you could tell. Your first year didn't disappear. It just went underground, and it's still steering things from down there. This is where the story gets personal. That unexplainable comfort you feel at a certain smell. The specific way a lullaby makes your chest tighten for no clear reason. The instinctive trust or unease you feel around certain voices. Some of that may be your first year of life, quietly running in the background, long after the conscious record was wiped. Psychologist Sigmund Freud once guessed that infantile amnesia was about repression, the mind burying disturbing content. Modern research has mostly moved away from that idea. It isn't about hiding anything shameful, it's about construction. Your brain during infancy was less a filing cabinet and more a demolition and rebuilding site. And demolition sites don't preserve paperwork. There's something almost comforting in that. You didn't lose your first year through failure. You lost it because your brain was doing exactly what it needed to do, growing so fast that memory had to take a backseat to architecture. The forgetting wasn't a bug. It was the cost of becoming someone capable of remembering anything at all. So the next time you see an old photo of yourself as an infant, someone else's arms around you, a face you have no memory of loving, notice what happens in your body. There might be a pull you can't explain, a familiarity with no evidence behind it. That isn't nothing. That's your first year still there, just not in the form you were expecting. You don't remember being a baby, but in a very real way, being a baby is still remembering you.